Yupa's Thai Kitchen in Tempe features fresh, authentic Thai cuisine and vegetarian Thai dishes served in a homeland-style decor atmosphere. Open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. Information at 480-839-0576.
Deanne Griebel, now with Moores & Cabot Investments, serving investors since 1890, proudly supports quality programming on 8 Arizona PBS, 480-725-9602.
Join moderator Robert Costa
When I was at the Capitol this week,
and a panel of award-winning journalists.
You're seeing a divided nation, and you're seeing
for insights and perspective
tonight there was a key development in the Senate.
You won't find anywhere else.
What a week.
Washington Week.
Tonight at 7 on Arizona PBS. Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
I love PBS. It's the nerd in me. I love Nova. I love Masterpiece. I love reruns of Downton Abbey. PBS is smart, very intelligent. I learn things. And they're speaking to millions of people and making them feel connected. That's astonishing. What's not to like?
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
On the next Arizona Horizon, it's the Journalists Roundtable. We will discuss the impact of the Kavanaugh hearings on Arizona politics, and we'll look at recent polls on Arizona's U.S. Senate matchup and the governor's race.
Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
The Persian Room. Travel to another world, to a land of exotic aromas and period decor for a fine dining experience. The Persian Room in North Scottsdale on Scottsdale Road, 1 light north of Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard. Gourmet exotic cuisine at its best.
Support comes from Citizens Clean Elections Commission, your source for unbiased voter information. Watch an upcoming debate and vote informed this election. Visit azcleanelections.gov/debates for dates and ways to watch.
From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
As the Kavanaugh confirmation process is nearing an end, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake votes to move forward with the final confirmation. And in D.C., athletes who have survived sexual assault come forward with their stories. And water levels are quickly dropping in the Colorado River into Lake Mead. How this could lead to a water shortage in Arizona.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Gabriella Becerra. Thank you for joining us. It appears that embattled Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh will be confirmed this weekend following a series of vote announcements from key senators today. Arizona Senator Jeff Flake was cornered by news crews when he announced his plans to vote yes, along with several of his Republican colleagues.
Plan to vote yes tomorrow? So, unless something big changed, I don't see what would.
Flake was only one of a handful whose senators hadn't hinted on their decisions. The senator said it was a hard choice for everybody, but predicted that Kavanaugh will be confirmed when the full Senate votes tomorrow. Today's cloture vote to move the confirmation along gave way to new frustration for protesters in D.C. who have been demonstrating all week. Washington Bureau reporter Daniel Pearl has the details.
We are just over 24 hours away from an expected vote on Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, with senators on both sides trying to change minds at the last minute. Meanwhile, Capitol Hill is filled with protesters both opposing the judge and supporting him. As the clock wound down, protesters turned their focus to senators who were wavering, including Arizona Senator Jeff Flake. Kavanaugh opponent Sarah Sandman had a few choice words for him and other senators.
I would say your name's going down in history. Be on the right side.
But anti-Kavanaugh protesters were not alone. Dozens of Kavanaugh supporters like Laura Murphy were making the rounds of Senate offices. They defended Kavanaugh's record and said assault allegations against him were not adequately proved.
You deserve due process and innocent to proven guilty. I'm 100% in favor of Justice Kavanaugh serving on the Supreme Court.
The vote on Judge Kavanaugh is expected to take place sometime Saturday evening. In Washington, Daniel Pearl, Cronkite News.
Stories of sexual assault command the headlines lately, but for some former athletes who were abused by their coaches, the story's always with them. Cronkite News reporter Ian Solomon explains.
I want to be able to say it's difficult to let go. Honestly, the truth is I think it's impossible to let go.
She and Thompson joined 11 other former athletes, all women, who were pressing Congress to better protect young athletes from abuse by predatory coaches and trainers. Abuse that began at age 15 for Thompson and continued for years.
He even went as far as putting a dog collar around my neck, forcing me to swim while he walked down the pool deck beside me holding the leash.
Even if they are strong enough to report their abuse, these women say little is done to protect victims, often forcing them out of sports they love. For Thompson, that meant quitting the ASU swim team to escape abuse that began years earlier.
That was the only way I could get rid of him, was to quit swimming, and I was at Arizona State. I lost everything.
Jocelyn said she too was forced to leave the sport she loves, and that's why she's here to speak out.
It's too broken to be a part of, and that's why we're here. That's why I'm sharing my story that's shameful and embarrassing, because I know that it's worth having some change.
Thompson is now a lawyer who deals with sexual assault cases, but says Congress needs to help.
Congress needs to change the Sports Act to protect children instead of the coaches who abuse them.
While Jocelyn carries the pain of her abuse, she also carries positive memories of her career and has hope for the future.
Walking into the stadium, wearing the USA on my back and hearing, USA, USA, and that roar still is something that resonates like deep, deep, deep in my heart. So I know that there is a hope, but things have to change.
In Washington, Ian Solomon, Cronkite News.
There could be a water shortage coming for Arizona and other western states if Lake Mead's water levels continue to drop. The Colorado River, which feeds the lake, is at a historic low levels, and water managers have been working for months on a plan to handle the dwindling water supply. Cronkite News reporter Jordan Evans went to Boulder City, Nevada to find out what all of this could mean for Arizona.
Lake Mead is a prime water source for major cities across the Southwest. 19 years ago, the lake was 100% full at those white lines behind me, and today it's down 143 feet from that, only 5 feet away from where shortages could be declared.
It's time to start paying attention. This could go on for many years. It could get to the point where the supply and demand imbalance could become real.
Arizona Department of Water Resources Director Tom Bushatsky says there's a growing concern over having enough water here in Arizona.
Some cities might want to start preparing their citizens if things continue to happen and we go into further reduction stages where real impacts to their water supplies might actually occur.
The concerns come from the annual 24-month study by the Bureau of Reclamation Lower Colorado region. August 2018 was the most recent study, and it says Lake Mead now has a 57% chance of reaching critically low levels by 2020. So what's the impact for Arizona?
They would receive a reduction of 320,000 acre feet of their 2.8 million acre foot allocation.
That is about a 12% drop in the state's current take from the Colorado River. And while that doesn't sound like much, for small rural communities and farmers, that could mean less water.
It's a bad thing. We can make it better by what we can personally do. I have 2 grandkids too. One of them is 10 days old today. So it is about how's it going to be for those people if we don't do what we're called upon to do now.
Water managers in Arizona, including Cook, have been working on a deal they want to finalize by November. Deal will help Arizona and other states to plan for the worst.
We're planning for a drier future. We will always err on the side of drier than wetter because you can deal with wetter much more easily than you can if it becomes more drier than what you're planning for.
And because of that 57% chance of shortages being declared in 2020, officials here at Lake Mead continue to work with state and federal agencies to help maintain the levels here at the reservoir and keep the water on here in the Southwest. Reporting from Lake Mead, Nevada, Jordan Evans, Cronkite News.
California, Arizona, and Nevada are currently working together on what's called the Drought Contingency Plan and make sure these states jointly take less water out of Lake Mead. That will help ensure farmers don't lose all of their water. The plan is still months away from being enacted. A little bit of water relief came earlier this week in the form of heavy rains. What do you think, Matt? Can we expect more?
Well, Gabriella, we are expecting to see more storm chances later this weekend, especially Sunday into Monday for parts of our state. But the big story throughout the week is the below average temperatures we're seeing. We only hit mid-80s today, a little bit below our normal highs for this time of year. And we are possibly going to see threats from another hurricane in Sergio. We'll get to that in a moment. But tonight, clear skies, calm winds if you're heading out to see some football under the lights, 80 degrees at kickoff, 78 at halftime, temperatures dipping down into the low 70s throughout the evening. The State Fair opening up this weekend as well. Tomorrow might be the best day to take a day trip there. Partly cloudy skies, 83 degrees. Clouds will be increasing throughout the day. As you can see on our futurecast here, multiple clouds from up north will start coming down, and storm systems will be hitting up north on Sunday. Winslow getting the brunt of it, but Flagstaff right here possibly getting some snowflakes out of it as well. And taking a look, as mentioned, Sergio, we don't necessarily see a clear path on where it could go. These are just forecasted models, but possibly an impact on Phoenix and Arizona next week. But taking a look at our 7-day, as those storm chances roll in this weekend, you can see Monday's high temperature forecasted is just 72 degrees. That's only a few degrees below our average low for this time of year, but the temperatures will return into the 80s to the middle of next week, and the possibility of Sergio will come Thursday into Friday. The Cronkite Weather Center, I'm Matt Kling.
The city of Mesa was once home to proving grounds for General Motors. The land now serves a new purpose. Cronkite News reporter Tanaya Williamson learned more about the transformation.
Most people out here call me Sonny.
Sonny Camarde was a manager at the General Motors Proving Grounds for over 30 years.
They told us at that time, in June of 2000, that by December of 01, the chain would be on the front door and this proving ground would be closed.
Sonny recalls watching the company dwindle once the announcement was made.
It was kind of an emotional thing too, because I'd spent 33 years, almost 33 years there. So to see it go from 1,120 down to 67, it was kind of a tough deal to swallow, but it needed to be done.
Which once served as land for proving grounds for General Motors, now becomes a high school that will serve over 1,500 students in the Eastmark community.
And I feel the district really wanted to, not have that be a forgotten thing. They wanted to be remembered that this was the proving ground. So with the naming of the school, the Firebirds, after the Pontiac Firebird was obviously important to them.
The building of a new high school is just what the community has been waiting for.
The community is so excited. I mean, they are just ecstatic that a high school is being built.
Paul Gagnon is the principal of Eastmark High School, a comprehensive school that will focus on making sure students are prepared for life after graduation.
They're only with us for 4 years, and so they're going to have to do something once they graduate, right? And so we want them in one of our 4 academies, so STEM Academy, a Fine Arts Academy, a Medical Academy, and then a Business and Leadership Academy.
And although he's happy to see a new school coming to the area, Sonny Camarde will always remember what the land used to be.
I spent 33 years out here, and it's, to me, when I drive up Ellsworth, it's still going to be the proving grounds for me.
In Mesa, Tanaya Williamson, Cronkite News.
Sonny Camarde was one of the original board members of the Queen Creek Unified School District. Eastmark High School is set to open in July of 2019. Still to come on Cronkite News, we take a look at some of our top stories of the week, including tracking the floodwaters from Rosa's fallout and the city of Phoenix putting your recycling habits to the test.
On the next Arizona Horizon, it's the Journalists Roundtable. We will discuss the impact of the Kavanaugh hearings on Arizona politics, and we'll look at recent polls on Arizona's U.S. Senate matchup and the governor's race.
Plastic pollution is becoming a worldwide crisis, affecting even a remote beach like this on Easter Island in the middle of the Pacific. Join us as we explore the problem on the PBS NewsHour.
The sky may be clearing, but the threat of flooding isn't over yet. That's the latest from the National Weather Service after Tuesday's record-setting day of rainfall for Phoenix. And scientists with the U.S. Geological Survey spent the day measuring the impact of former Tropical Storm Rosa on the valley's waterways. In Laveen, the Santa Cruz River is flowing again after a record-setting storm moved through.
It dropped a lot of water, but over sort of a longer period of time. And that creates sort of larger floods.
This is normally a dry riverbed, but in the last 24 hours, it's grown not double, not triple, but actually 10 times what it was yesterday. Today, a U.S. Geological Survey crew was out measuring the flows.
That's good. We check out our stream flow gauging station and take some readings from the instruments inside it to determine what the elevation of the water is. And then we usually start our discharge measurement.
The amount of water grew exponentially in the past few days. The measurements helped the National Weather Service develop flood forecasts, and local agencies use the data to help understand how high waters could get in future floods. Crews use scientific instruments to detect the river's depth and speed.
It's pretty big. There's quite a bit of water out here.
All the water captured the attention of people driving over the river. The area hasn't been this wet for nearly a decade. Even so, Reese said Rosa's aftermath likely won't pull Arizona out of a drought.
It's one storm, so you kind of need a trend in order to say that we're out of the drought.
The USGS operates hundreds of stream gauges across the state. It's something the agency has been doing for more than 125 years to help accurately measure flooding before rain hits.
U.S. veterans of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan planted thousands of flags in the nation's capital this morning to commemorate the thousands of vets who commit suicide every year. Cronkite News reporter Imani Stevens is live in Washington, where she heard from survivors and family members of those victims.
The volunteers started planting flags at 6 a.m. and it took close to 5 hours to place 5,500 flags in the shadow of the Washington Monument, each flag representing one veteran or active service member who has died by suicide this year.
Every last one of us had a friend or a family member's name in mind as we planted these flags. Some of us standing here could have been one of these flags.
A survey by the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America found that most of its members have been touched by the suicide of someone they know.
Our latest member survey shows that 65% of our membership knows somebody who has attempted suicide, and 58% know somebody who's died by suicide.
The most recent findings by the Department of Veterans Affairs found that there were 17.5 suicides for every 100,000 veterans in the U.S. in 2016. In Arizona, the veteran suicide rate was 44.1. In 2016, more than twice as high as the national rate. Melissa Bryant, who was stationed at Fort Huachuca, says it touches all ages.
Even though the Vietnam era is the largest cohort by sheer volume of numbers for those who are dying by suicide, there's an alarming rate of those 18 to 34, the post 9/11 generation. We're dying at a much faster rate by suicide than was previously recorded.
Patrice Sullivan saw the struggle in her high school sweetheart after he served from 2000 to 2004.
When he got home in 2004, he was really struggling. He just felt like he didn't fit in. And then 9 months later, he died by suicide. And so March 13, 2005.
Planting these flags gave Sullivan a moment of reflection.
Every time I plant a flag, I said his name out loud because I think it's important to still say their name. Today, I was frustrated, but I was hopeful, because you have to put yourself out there for things to change.
The IAVA says 20 veterans or active duty military commit suicide every day.
The last 17 years are coming home and they're struggling with transition, and we're finding that active duty troops are struggling even while they're still on active duty. So we must have a whole of government solution to this epidemic.
Today's flag planting was just one event in a week of activities designed to highlight the issue of veteran suicide. After planting 5,520 flags on the National Mall, the volunteers were scheduled to head to Capitol Hill to lobby with members of Congress. Live in Washington, Imani Stevens, Cronkite News.
The border town of Naco is still dealing with a pipeline that's been spilling raw sewage for weeks. And as officials try to figure out a way to solve the problem, several efforts are being made to keep people safe, including a free vaccination clinic. Cronkite News reporter Brittany Watson was there.
Garbage and sewage continues to pile up right at the border, separating Naco, Arizona and Naco, Sonora, leaving residents worried and health officials doing what they can to keep citizens as safe as possible.
At any time we have raw sewage into a community area, we want to take preventive steps.
Steps like this vaccination clinic aimed at curbing the potential effects of this pipeline, which has been leaking raw sewage, with authorities declaring a state of emergency back on September 9th. Community leaders gathered at the Naco fire station answering questions, addressing concerns, and vaccinating residents, while also doing house calls. Francisco and Lydia Romo weren't able to physically attend the clinic, but they're still getting their shots.
I'm at home at all times because of her. She is unable to move, so I have to be here for her.
The Romos are getting protected from a spill that's been happening on and off, but this is the first time it's flowed into residential areas.
With consistent flows roughly quarterly, that can range anywhere from a couple of weeks to 4 or 5 months.
A sole source water aquifer provides water to Naco, Arizona, Naco, Sonora, and is pumped to residents in Bisbee. So the health concern here is how much of this sewage could potentially make its way through the soil and pollute the groundwater supply. Several lab tests are being done, checking for E. coli, fecal coliforms, nitrates and nitrites, heavy metals, volatile organics, and more. Officials say plans for temporary repairs are underway, but they're looking for a permanent solution involving governments from both sides of the border.
To fix it completely is the responsibility of Mexico. The Mexican authorities and the water system in Mexico, it is ultimately their responsibility to manage their sewage flows.
In Naco, Brittany Watson, Cronkite News.
There will also be a children's vaccination clinic on October 12th as officials await the results of the lab test. Local officials in Cochise County say they need state and federal authorities to work with their Mexican counterparts to fix this leaking pipeline permanently.
Survivors from all over the country went to Las Vegas for the one-year mass shooting anniversary.
Sammy Giemers talked with ASU survivor about that night and what her and her family had to overcome.
Even though a year has passed, survivors still feel the impact of October 1st. A local student shared her experience with me from that night and how those events are still with her and her family.
Let the light in your spirit continue to shine. Don't let it go out. Let that light lead you in your life.
To measure the mechanical advantage, there's your resisting, your effort, and your fulcrum, and your fulcrum's like the joint.
Shay Diaz is a survivor of the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival.
That was the Mandalay Bay right there.
Right now, she's studying for midterms at ASU, but it was 1 year ago when she found herself running for her life.
I'm almost angry that it's been a year. We went back to everyday life, but you know, there is triggers.
Diaz was in a group of about 30 friends and family members. Many of them were separated when the shots rang out.
That was the most heartbreaking thing, to like not see them afterwards.
Her little sister was in the Mandalay Bay. When the shooting started, she was taking a Snapchat.
Then this is awkward, because then you know.
And as hard as that day was for Diaz, for her dad, it may have been even harder.
She's probably seen more in her lifetime than most people will ever see.
George Diaz made his way back to Vegas for the anniversary.
The stage was right here. Looking at this building behind me, it's just a building. It's just a building that some guy chose to use as a tool to exploit whatever was going on in his mind.
His entire group survived that night.
Lisa Romero Muniz.
But for the 58 who didn't.
Angela Gomez, 20.
Austin Davis, 29.
Carly
Riverside,
Crebaum,
California.
33.
Sandy Casey,
Sonora, Iowa. Jessica
Messenger,
Andrea Romero, Romero, 28.
Their legacy will continue to ring on. Shay Gies' family said that the main reason they came out is to support other families who lost someone. Other survivors told me they were visiting during the anniversary to hopefully get some closure. In the broadcast center, Sammy Giebers, Cronkite News.
For some high school students, choosing the right school can be tough. But there's a program that aims to change that by bringing the schools to the students. Reporter Tanaya Williamson joins us in the broadcast center to tell us how it works.
The Tri-University Tour is an initiative that includes Arizona's 3 public universities. Its primary goals are to help students with the admissions process, scholarships and financial aid, and specific information about each school. The best part is that it's all in one place.
By 2030, we want to see 60% of Arizona's adults have a degree, a license, or certificate, and right now we're at 43%, so we got some more to do.
Rachel Yanoff is the executive director of Achieve 60 AZ, an organization that aims to increase higher education for Arizona residents.
Everyone from the governor's office to the education philanthropic organizations, to the think tanks, to all 3 universities, all 10 community college districts, our private school sector, our certificate sector, our workforce sector, businesses. I mean, it really was everybody at the table saying we agree on this.
And partner with Achieve 60 AZ comes another initiative from Arizona's 3 public universities.
We view them as an enterprise and believe that working together and collaborating in certain instances, we can be more than just 3 universities. And the Tri-University Tour reflects that.
Students are welcomed by all 3 of Arizona's public universities under one roof. Students like senior Sylvia Soto were happy to learn more about the application process.
And I learned more about the housing, the tuition aid, and basically what's unique to each university.
The universities travel to different locations throughout the state to provide students with information without having to travel to each school. Senior Angela Esparza was especially happy for such convenience.
It's really beneficial because you kind of get to ask questions all in one place, so you don't have to email NAU, email U of A. If you want to learn from all of them, you get to learn from them all in one place.
The Tri-University Tour offers both community and district events ranging in cities from Phoenix to Yuma. The Tri-University Tour has held 23 events this year. The next event will be held on October 4th at Yuma Catholic High School. In the Broadcast Center, Tanai Williamson, Cronkite News.
The City of Phoenix has launched a new program to help people figure out what they can and cannot recycle. Cronkite News reporter Jatsi Medina checked out the new recycling effort.
Monica Strauss begins her day by going through people's recycling bins.
There's paper towel and a foam cup, which we do not take.
Strauss is a solid waste environmental specialist for the City of Phoenix. She looks for residents who aren't putting the right stuff in the blue bin. They get an oops tag. Those that are get a shine on tag.
If it is 20% or more from what we can tell visually here, we do, along with the oops tag, reject it.
The City of Phoenix estimates 30% of the waste recycling plants receive is contaminated or just not recyclable. But the pilot program saw positive results.
When we first started it, we saw that we had about 72% of the residents were getting oops tags, right? And the other ones were shine on. As we saw the end in the 5th week, it actually turned around.
Plastic bags and containers that aren't cleaned properly are among the many things you can't recycle. That's why homes like this one are getting an oops tag on their recycling bin. Phoenix resident Megan Easter thought she and her family were good recyclers.
I'm definitely going to have a conversation again with my children about what is recyclable and what is not.
Not everyone gets an oops tag. Many people in Phoenix are doing their recycling right.
The common items that we see in there that are right are cardboard, plastic bottles, paper, junk mail, newspaper.
Those are items that Megan Easter will make sure her children recycle.
You guys are going to be the next generation taking care of the planet. Let's try to make sure that we do it the correct way.
Easter's hopeful the next time the city picks up her recycling, there will be a shine on tag on the blue bin. In Phoenix, Jatsi Medina, Cronkite News.
The City of Phoenix will run the Oops Shine On program for the next 12 to 18 months in 4 regions. These are places that have more contaminated recycling items than other areas in the city.
Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
I'm David Goldstein, owner of Biltmore Loan and Jewelry. We buy or loan on upscale assets. We have over 30 years of experience in determining values of automobiles, jewelry, art, collectibles, and antiques. For more information and appointments, BiltmoreLoan.com.
Whitfill Nursery, proud to support Arizona PBS, a Valley tradition since 1946. Over 200 acres of Arizona-grown trees, citrus, and palms. Complete custom design and installation. And Whitfill Nursery still does the digging. WhitfillNursery.com.
Hi, I'm Alberto Rios. This week on Books & Company, Charles Soule talking about his first novel, The Oracle Year.
The whole book is about that, about the choices we make and how they define our futures. Everyone's trying to anticipate, everyone's trying to predict what the Oracle's going to do.
Tonight at 7:30 on Arizona PBS. Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
If you are 60 or over, consider a charitable gift annuity with Arizona PBS. A charitable gift annuity will provide you a steady stream of income during your lifetime and also help ensure that Arizona PBS is available for future generations.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
PBS Online. Share, tweet, watch.
One of my favorite books is A Year of Living Biblically by A.J. Jacobs. He's a writer who lives in New York City, and when he wrote this book, he lived in a small apartment in Manhattan with his wife and toddler. He read a bunch of different Bibles and made a list of every rule in the Bible, and there are hundreds. And then he spent a year trying to obey as many of those rules as he could, with sometimes hilarious results, sometimes almost disastrous results.
Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
Support comes from Citizens Clean Elections Commission, your source for unbiased voter information. Watch an upcoming debate and vote informed this election. Visit azclean.com.